So if you need to cut some people or things off, cut them off. Investments is a high yield savings account. Keep your own bag. Always try to keep your own money. That one person that you was depending on to pay everything, pay the rent. You just have to be prepared for the unexpected. Go regardless. But it's what you do within your time is what makes the biggest difference. Because silence is just the best answer. What's up, y'all? It's Akira, and I'm back with another video.
Down, I think about you all day, mommy. I know I'm a pit bull, but darling, mommy, I just wanna take you on a holiday, mommy. Say what's on your mind, I'ma call away, mommy. Come and rescue me.
So today, y'all, this video I wanted to do, this is gonna be like a mix of like a girl talk and a kind of how to level up kind of video. I'm supposed to make this video, but it's almost 2024. Today that I'm filming this is actually Christmas, so Merry Christmas to all of my supporters. The New Year's is coming up, so this video is really good to make right now as well, because I'm gonna be just talking about certain topics. Like I said, it's a mix of girl advice and how to level up in certain aspects of your life, okay? So the first topic that we're gonna get into is mental health and kind of like how to better your mental health. So as everyone knows, your mental health is like one of the most important things. My iPad, by the way, sorry to mention that, and I have all of my notes listed already. But like I was saying, your mental health is very, very, very important because it affects your daily life. It affects all of your activity. It affects your work life, school life, social life, relationships, you know, family, friends, intimate relationships, and just affects your well-being. So it affects like how it affects your mood, your feelings, how motivated you are, how disciplined you are, okay? So we all know about mental health and how vital it is. Everyone deals with, like, if their mental health is in like a negative state, everyone deals with it in different ways. It's based on like personal preference, of course. My advice to dealing with mental health is to take breaks. Pause and take a break sometimes. That can really like clear up your mind and just kind of restart your mental. So breaks are important, whether it be a break from school, work, relationships, social media. So basically a good idea is just to pick a day or two out of each week, you know, or based on your availability, and take that time just to do anything that makes you feel relaxed, or that makes you just feel that makes you feel good, positive, comfortable, that like gets rid of all your worries, you know, like stressless thing ever. So whether it be laying in bed all day, eating your favorite foods and snacks, going to your favorite restaurant, soaking in the tub, being with friends and family, like journaling, or going out and turning up. Like I said, it's based on your preference. Just anything that makes you feel free and less stressed. Like I know sometimes we often feel guilty, like if we lay in bed all day or we aren't being productive. But at the end of the day, you need a break. Our body cannot run without taking a break sometimes, you know, because sometimes we're just gonna get really exhausted, really tired, really overwhelmed, then we're gonna crash, okay? So that's why breaks are really, really important in bettering your mental health, or keeping it. If your mental health is already like good, positive, keeping it there, still make sure to make time for your breaks. Okay, like I said, to sum up, I feel like the key component to dealing with mental health is cleansing the mind of stress, worries, negative things that block a positive mind. So if you need to cut some people or things off, cut them off. So the next thing that I'm gonna jump into is finances. I really like talking about finances, getting into finances. I don't know why. It's something that just interests me a lot. Really so important to me. It's so important, it's so vital, and it's so necessary to keep up with your finances and just to have some knowledge about money, finances in general, money management. And my go-to with finances is to budget. I really love to budget. Like I can sit down all day, like I kind of start small. Like I budget bills with income, budget bills, needs, wants with income. I budget stuff like that. Savings, like I kind of start small. I would love if somebody would come to me and be like, hey, you know, I make such and such amount each month, but I have all of these expenses. These are when it's due. Can you work out a budget for me that enables me to save money? It allows me to pay for all of my expenses on time, as well as saving money and investing. You can start small with budgeting and like simply plan out your checks. So if you make like a set amount every week, every 2 weeks, or once a month, what you want to do is list out all of your bills, all of your expenses, necessities, wants. Make sure you include anything that you pay for on a month-to-month basis on a regular, and maybe something that's like every so often, or some extras, you know, or some things that, unexpected expenses. You want to make sure you find out when all of your expenses are due, they have a due date, and plan out from each check when you get paid for those things. Like for example, if I get paid on the 1st and my phone bill is due on the 7th, then I can pay my phone bill on the 1st, because like if I get paid every 2 weeks, then if I wait to pay my phone bill with my second check of the month, obviously I'm gonna have a late fee. And that's just more money that you're dishing out from the jump, you know? And for example, if my insurance is due on the 20th, then I got paid on the 1st, then my next time getting paid is gonna be the 15th. My insurance due on the 20th. So of course I can pay my insurance with the check from the 15th instead of the check on the 1st. So I can have money left over from each check. Y'all get what I'm saying? Savings. You want to make sure that you have a savings as well, whether it be for rainy days, emergencies, unexpected expenses. You can also have savings for like wants, trips, birthdays, Christmas gifts. You know, it's always good to save for what you want rather than trying to get it all at once. I mean, if you can't do that, that's fine. But most people have to save up for like bigger purchases. And you don't have to, not everyone has like a bank account, so you don't always have to save in a bank account as long as you're saving. So like you can save in a shoebox, a safe, or an actual savings account. My personal save right now, I don't know much about like the bigger investments with like the stock market, and I think it's called like Bitcoin. I don't mess with all of that right now because I really don't understand it too much. So my safe investments is a high yield savings account. So I know you can open up high yield savings account with banks. Like even if you aren't with that bank, like if you were Chase, but you wanted to open up like a high yield savings account with Capital One, you can still do that. You don't have to have a bank account with them. But just look it up. Like, so you're gonna look up online high yield savings account, and make sure to look at, read all of the terms and conditions, of course, but also look at the annual percentage yield. So for example, this one bank may have an annual percentage yield of 4% and one may have of 2%. So of course you want to choose the savings account with the higher percentage yield. While you have this money in these high yield savings accounts, your money is going to continue to grow. So traditional savings accounts with like the banks and everything, your money can grow in there too, but it just grows so slow because the annual percentage yield is just so low. So when you get one that's specifically labeled high yield savings account, those usually have a higher annual percentage yield. But like I said, just remember to read all of the terms and conditions. But that's what I do to start small, since I'm not really big for your investments. Still dealing with finances. So I would say try not to rely on people too much if you can help it, of course. So it's okay to rely on people, but as soon as you can break away from doing that, just please do it, because I don't like to feel like I'm a burden on someone. I don't like to feel like I'm depending on anyone, okay? So the only people I personally don't feel guilty for asking help for or relying on sometimes are my parents, because You know, they put me on this earth, so I'm kind of their responsibility for a long time, okay? I know what I just said, but I really even don't ask much from them often. Basically, always try to keep your own bag. Always try to keep your own money, please. Even if it's like a part-time job, a side hustle, small amounts of money coming in, just please try to have your own at all times. Because you don't want to have to depend on people always. Like always having to wait and ask people for things. Like if you have your own money, you can pick up and go. You can buy whatever you want. You don't have to wait on anyone. And you have no one to make you feel bad. Some people will do things for you, then they'll turn around and be like, oh, you only got this cause of me. Like make you feel like you're obligated to do certain things just because they did things for you. I don't really know how to say it, but so like I said, having my own bag is a really big deal to me. I take pride in having my own. Like I said, sometimes you cannot always help it in certain circumstances, which is okay. But I'm just saying, as soon as you can break free from that, just please just try to have your own little income, even if it's something small. Just try to have your own. And it's also important because, like, for example, if you depend on like your partner, if you feel secure and your partner is not the type of person to make you feel bad for depending on them, or if they generally want to take care of you, that's fine. Like that's a really, that's a really good thing if y'all have that going together. Y'all understand that, y'all communicated that. But what happens if your partner suddenly loses his job? Loses his or her job, sorry. What happens if the partner gets hurt and cannot work? God forbid, what happens if something just stops the money flow from that one person that was making the income? That one person that you was depending on to pay everything, pay the rent, pay the bills, give you money, pay your car, pay your insurance. What happened if all of that is cut off? What happened if all of that just stops unexpectedly? Always important to have some money for yourself, have some money saved up for rainy days. You just have to be prepared for the unexpected, always. So basically that was it. That was everything about finances. Like I said, finances is a very big deal to me. I love having my finances all together. It makes me feel sane. Whenever it's not all together, I feel so lost. I feel like, I'm messed up in life. I like for everything to be on track because it makes me feel good, like I said, because I love to be prepared for the unexpected. It'll really save you the stress, the heartache, and the burden. And the last topic that I'm gonna get into with leveling up is dealing with breakups. It could be like friendship breakups, intimate relationship breakups, or even family breakups. Sometimes you don't talk to everybody in your family. Like something may have happened to where you're not talking to this family member anymore. So just dealing with these separations is a big part in leveling up your life, like knowing how to deal with these kind of situations and just making sure that you have your head on strong, making sure that you're able to recuperate and have your head still on strong after all of these big transitions. Dealing with breakups, everyone is different in their own ways and needs. But the biggest factor, in my opinion, is time. Now, I know everyone says it takes time, but the thing is what you do within that time. Because time is gonna pass regardless. The minutes gonna pass, the hours gonna pass, the days gonna pass, the months and the years. Okay, time is gonna go regardless. But it's what you do within your time is what makes the biggest difference. Because everyone has time, but not everyone is gonna get up and do certain things. Not everyone's gonna get up and do what they need to do. It's what you do with your time that truly affects how you are gonna get out or grow out of situations. So this could be with any relationship, friends, family, intimate. So, all right, we all settled. We know time is gonna keep going. Dealing with your emotions, you do wanna cry for a day or two, or for a few days, okay? The point is you have to get everything out. You have to get everything out. Because it's really not, everyone says this, but it truly isn't healthy to keep everything balled up. Because that will make your stress levels go high. Stress levels will lead to your blood pressure going high, your heart rate going up. Like, all of these are not, you know, good things to a certain extent. So you have to let your emotions out some way. And if you're not a crier, you don't have to let it out by crying, but you just have to do something that relieves that stress. So whether it's like working out, going for a walk, boxing, punch some pillows, or just things that you like to do, things that will keep your mind off of it. Just do something that will actually relieve your stress. Next, so you got your emotions, you got the bulk of your emotions out of the way, right? So now it's time to start doing things that make you feel like you individually, okay? Because since you're no longer like in a partnership, in a friendship, or with this family member all the time, you have to start doing things for yourself now. Because I know, like, when you get into like relationships, most of the things that you used to do by yourself usually become one. So you still have some things that you do for yourself. You still may take time for yourself, but the matter of the fact is that most of the things just merge together. You want to really get back to focusing 100% on yourself. So for example, just do things that make you feel like yourself. Do your makeup every day if you're into makeup, no matter if you aren't going anywhere. Still take pictures and selfies. Still go out like with friends. Still go out to eat even by yourself. Still do activities that you like to do, like do by yourself. Like, I don't know what you like to do. Maybe go skating by yourself. Go to the movies. Like, you still have to take time and do things for yourself. So flowers, splurge on yourself, take a trip, stack your bread up, okay? To handle things differently, but the main goal is to level up and boss up. Like, mentally, get yourself out of that relationship or that situation that you were in, and only go up from there. Biggest thing to remember dealing with breakups is that you will still be you, okay? You are still you. With or without a partner, you can build and create your best life with only your willpower. In the beginning, you know, it was only you put on this earth, you know, unless you were a twin or something, triplets, it was just you in the womb, you know what I'm saying? So you have all the power in you to still create the best life that you want for yourself, with or without a person. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You can do it on your own, okay? You don't need someone there helping you, because you have the willpower to do it on your own. Your determination and your discipline. And you can do anything as long as you have all of that together. Another point is that you want to wait until you're fully healed before getting into another relationship, okay? So that is really important. You can date around, you know, you can go on a few dates or whatever. You could mess around, flirt with people, talk to people, but please don't try and fully commit if you can help it. Please don't try and fully commit while not being fully healed, because the baggage that you still made, like I said, it takes time to get over these things. You're not gonna get over it in 5 days. You may not get over it in 6 months. You may not get over it in 2 years, okay? So you still may have a little bit of baggage left over, and you don't want to dump that on the new person. You know, you don't want to dump those negative feelings towards the previous person on the new person, okay? Because it really might cause some conflict. Or you don't want to let your feelings for the previous person make you blind to see how this new person is treating you better, because that can happen as well. You might be fixated on the idea like, oh, this person's gonna just be like this person, you know, not really giving them a chance, because that previous relationship is still on your mind. That's why I say it's important to try to be fully healed within yourself and about the situation, and kind of move on before you fully commit to someone else. Overall, you want to be healed, to not let old relationships stun the growth, happiness and peace of the new relationship. All right, y'all, like I said, so this was supposed to be like a girl talk video. When I first made my notes, and I just was speaking on like 3 major topics, which was finance, which I'm gonna start from the beginning, which was mental health, finances, and dealing with breakups, different types of breakups. So like I said, entering 2024, leveling up is just all about bossing up and becoming the best you. Already in a negative headspace, or if you have like negative habits or things within yourself that you need to change, you have to try and work on that before you can truly level up. Or just working on those things and actually changing and actually putting in the effort to change is considered leveling up, you know? Like I said, if you need to work on your mental health, work on those things, take breaks, journal, do whatever you need to make a positive impact on your mental health. It's about finances, you know, find ways to grow your pockets. Like I said, whether it be side hustles, part-time jobs, starting, you know, taking risk in a business. Just find something that you love and that's like safe to do to grow your pockets. Like I said, it's very important to have your own bag, and we all, you know, I want y'all to go into 2024 with having your own bag if y'all can help it. Continue or increase your education. Education is very, very important. So like I said, y'all don't have to go to university, y'all don't have to get a trade. Just do something that's gonna increase your knowledge. Like start to read more books, start to read articles, different articles online. Even TikTok is like full of information. Like start watching the news. Just do something every day that's gonna increase your knowledge about things. Learn to be mature in certain situations. Learn to know that you don't have to speak on everything, you don't have to touch on everything, you don't have to tell everyone something. Like if they say something about you or speak on you, learn that sometimes silence is just the best answer. Silence is just the best revenge sometimes. So just learn how to mature in situations if you aren't mature yet. Or if you are, just keep maturing. So everyone levels up and bosses up in their own way. Overall, I just want y'all to go into the new year, and as long as y'all live, you know, just make sure to put your mental health first, self-care and self-love, and just do what's best for you at the end. I hope y'all enjoyed this little talk that we had today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.
Take me out the club, take me out the track, take me off the market, take me off the map. I'm tryna hit the group chat and tell them it's all. I don't really